it shows that NIO is still doing very, very good. NIO now has a 51% market share. NIO really needs to cut the slack here with the ET5 and ET5T. I mean, I did not expect Zeekr 001 to rebound that much. That promo is gone, so that has fallen off. Not too good. All right, so we got detailed delivery numbers for each vehicle model for last week for NIO, the third week of September. And with these numbers, we can compare it to its biggest competitors and see how NIO is doing overall in terms of market share and how it's doing compared to its previous weeks for each vehicle model. And that gives us an overall picture of how NIO is doing right now. And of course, the competitors are Zeekr and BMW's i-Series, i3 and iX3. And you guys are wondering, why are we comparing it to that? Because Zeekr, BMW, and NIO are pretty much the only three guys in the luxury EV market, the EVs that cost over 300,000 RMB. So this is a very apples to apples comparison. All right. So first up, we got the ES6. Last week we got 2,210. That is down 126 from the week before, and up 508 from the same time 1 month ago, which is of course up 64% month over month. It's very good to see the ES6 maintain these numbers around 2,000 a week. Those are very good results actually, and ES6 will be the main delivery driver for NIO for the months to come and even into 2024 as well. So those are very, very decent results. And then we got the ET5 and ET5T that delivered 799 for insurance numbers. That is down 71 from the week before and down 823 from the same time last month. Down 48% month over month. Unfortunately, down 48% month over month. These cars have very strict competition against Zeekr and BMW i3. We'll talk more about those later. The ES8, last week we delivered 449 vehicles. That is up 80 from the week prior, but down 93 from the same time last month, which is down 19% from the same time last month. The 777, 189 vehicles delivered last week, which was up 22 from the week before, but down 6 vehicles from the same time last month. 777s, very expensive. Don't expect these to sell a lot until we get perhaps a ES7 refresh. That's desperately needed. That's coming out for next year for sure. And then the very new boy to the family is the EC6. Last week we only got 2 days of deliveries, but we got 269 EC6, which was up from 24 the week prior. So that's pretty nice. Of course, the EC6 is going to be getting up there in terms of numbers in the coming weeks. That's when we're going to see EC6 deliveries really pick up a lot. So if we overall look at the results, and this is what it looks like on the chart, comparing the deliveries, we're seeing the ES6 slightly fall off a little bit, but still maintaining above 2,000, pretty nice. The ET5 and ET5T have really fallen off in September because in August they worked really hard to get rid of inventory cars, but now that promo is gone, so that has fallen off. Not too good. ES8 is doing steady and okay. The ES8 hopefully can maintain around these results, 400-ish, pretty good. And then we see the 777s just steady as well in those numbers per week. That's acceptable in my mind. All right, not sure about you guys, but I think that's acceptable because of how expensive it is. And the EC6 is starting to pick up, so that's pretty nice. I expect in the future months the EC6 can really pick up and become much higher. Now time for the competitors. We got Zeekr. Zeekr 001 last week delivered 1,824, which is up 558 from the week prior and up a whopping 1,225 from the same time last month. Those are actually really good results for Zeekr. Up 141% from the same time last month. Zeekr recently launched the FR version, and of course it's not really for sale. FR version 4 motors, 2 seconds 0 to 100, even faster than Tesla Model S Plaid at 2.1 seconds. And apparently that's gotten a lot of people hyped into Zeekr as well. Of course, we're seeing that take effect as well. How much of that is due to the FR version? that's to be said, but a lot of people are hyped about Zeekr. BMW i3, all right. Ooh, this is very interesting. Last week delivered 1,272, up 298 from the week before, and up 96 from the same time last month, representing an 11% increase. BMW iX3, 635 vehicles last week. That is up 193 from the week before and up 27 from the same time last month, which represent a 5% increase from the same time last month. How does that overall look for the positioning, the rankings? All right, so the ES6 sliding a little bit. Yes, Zeekr and BMW really rebounding quite significantly. I mean, I did not expect Zeekr 001 to rebound that much. We got to watch out for that. And then BMW i3 also increasing and really getting a gap between Zeekr, BMW i3, and NIO ET5 and ET5T. So NIO really needs to cut the slack here with the ET5 and ET5T. Get those numbers up there, man. And I think those number of results for the ET5 is unacceptable, and ET5T unacceptable. BMW iX3 also increasing right now. Very nice. ES8 slightly. EC6 increasing slightly, of course, over the 777. Very nice. I was really hoping that we see a rebound on the NIO ET5 so that they can actually take first place compared to Zeekr 001 and BMW i3, but looks like we are actually further away. Now, how does the overall market share look like compared to its competitors? So last week, all right, for the second week of September, NIO had a 58% market share of the luxury EV market. Now, compared to these numbers, so for September 11th to September 17th, which is last week, NIO now has a 51% market share. Still very, very good, even though it shrunk a little bit. I wouldn't get too worried about this. It shows that NIO is still doing very, very good. And I expect NIO's market share to increase even further once the EC6 picks up its numbers. I fully expect EC6 to be able to do at least 1,000 vehicles per week in terms of deliveries, and that's going to help us potentially get to 60% market share, which is very, very nice. Are you impressed with these results? I mean, obviously, if you just look at it from July, how things look at from July, I mean, July numbers are just, everything was increasing, very good for July. August pretty much flatlined, increasing still, but then September it seems like things are falling off a little bit. But what are your opinions on this? Let me know in the comments down below. As always, stay safe, stay healthy. Peace out.